I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
This is Blue Collar Sports Talk. And once again, has not been a minute.
Not even close.
Not even a little bit.
We are on time, although it is 12:30 into Friday. We're still making our Thursday show. We're going to go ahead all over those predictions, all over Thursday night. We're going to talk
with the most
shit.
Chargeriest Charger loss.
Thank you.
We will talk some shit, but first, we're going to talk about our sponsors. They take care of us. We're going to take care of them. And with your help, you can take care of everybody.
That's right. Zyn sponsor us. Got you, dogs.
I'm going to start it off. Urban Boulevard. You want to look good in the gym. This is the place to go. Because when you go to the gym, you want to feel good. And to feel good, you got to look good. Use the code Joey.C30, and that's going to get you 30% off. Easy peasy, lemon get it in squeezy. And for the energy,
Gotta be quick. Gotta feel energized.
Mm.
You gotta wake up in the morning. You gotta be up late. You gotta
pump them numbers up.
To what? 30% off. Just like that.
Just like that.
That's almost 50.
Almost.
Hey.
We're doing the rest of it.
And to get your energy to pull it back, Dubby will give you 10% off if you use hashtag Blue Collar Sports. That will give you 10% off. Again, hey, that's almost 20. That's almost 30. Might as well be
almost 50.
Right. Might as well use it. Go ahead. Dubby and Urban Boulevard. Perfect combo. We got the perfect sponsors. We're hooking you up. Go ahead, use it. Get that $15 spotter pack. Help you. So
now, let's talk about it.
Hey, I'm feeling great.
You're up by 2 in the picks now.
By how much? Not one.
By 2.
But 2.
It is 9-7.
9-7. Just probably like the Cowboys record this year.
Yeah.
Being hopeful.
Yeah.
By way of what?
One bad play.
I'd say
one hell of a bad play. Let's start it off.
Yeah.
I'll let you start talking about the winning team, and I'll
Okay.
talk about the losing team. Tell me Thursday Night Football. What happened?
Thursday Night Football. Okay, let me break it down to you exactly. It was Amazon Prime. So my dad called me and said, "Why isn't the football on Fox?" And I said, "All right, Dad, listen,
Naturally.
download Amazon Prime." And he said, "What?" I was like, "All right, listen, download." And he goes, "Okay, you need to come over here." I went over there, downloaded Amazon Prime, put in all my info, and he's like, "So what do I do now?" Clicked on Amazon Prime, Chiefs versus Chargers. You know how he looked at me? You know the first Neanderthal, excuse my French, caveman to create fire? That's how my dad looked at me. And I assumed a lot of you viewers helping your parents, helping your grandparents felt the same. It was a little difficult for them, but they watched it. So I started off watching it, right? Okay. The Chargers took the lead, right? The county fair was in town.
Was.
Had to go to the county fair. Was watching it on Amazon Prime. Not sponsored, by the way. Jeff Bezos hook us up. Was watching it on there. Started glitching a little bit. Don't know if it was for you. It was for thousands and thousands of Americans. But you know what I saw?
What you got?
J. Herb throw. 99-yard pick 6. That's what I saw.
The most chargeriest Charger bullshit.
Now, I told Jade, my fiance, that I know the Chiefs are down right now. This is take it back, rewind. Chiefs were down. I told her Chiefs are still gonna win because I picked them. Naturally, they're gonna win because naturally I'm gonna win this season-long bet, and you're gonna end up with the Justin Fields jersey. It's how it's gonna go. Patrick Mahomes, let me get it for you. Went the old total of, hold on, I'm getting there.
Gotta go to the box.
No box score available. ESPN knocking us out. Patrick Mahomes had himself a game. Now I will say
Herbie did have the better game.
Now I will say Patrick Mahomes did have 3 count them, 1, 2, 3 interceptions taken off the board because of fouls. Now, I watched the entire game. I watched the entirety of it. There's a lot of holding, a lot of everything, but when Patrick Mahomes threw interceptions, there was a lot of holding, okay? There's a lot of roughing the passer going on, a lot of offset, a lot of the ball hitting the ground before it received the defender's hands, and a lot of pass interference. Patrick Mahomes had himself a
questionable
game.
calls.
Patrick Mahomes had himself a game of 24 of 35, 68.6 completion percentage, with 235 yards, averaging with 2 touchdowns, 0 picks. And
Should
a
be
passer rating should have been 3.
Well, definitely 2. 1, I could see where the refs are coming from.
With a passer rating of, get this, check this, 106.2. That's tough. Now, I will give this to the Chargers. You have the quarterback to battle Patrick Mahomes. You have, in my opinion, the only quarterback in the AFC West to actually head-to-head battle Pat Mahomes game in, game out. That is what you got going. But the Chiefs are just, they know how. Their coach is more experienced. They still suck at clock management, but they know how to win. Take me to the losing side.
And here's, so just to compare once again, Mahomes went 24 of 35, 235 yards and 2 tutties.
Thank you for saying it again, the echo.
Herbie, 33 of 48, obviously better completion rating. 334 yards, 3 tutties, and absolutely one game-changing mistake.
And I think, no, he had 3 tutties.
That's what I just said.
But that interception as a touchdown.
Ooh.
For the
So he had
Chiefs.
4 tutties.
KC throwing it on.
So basically what I'm trying to say is the Chargers would have won had it not been for that one play. Once again, the most Chargeriest Charger loss. He let one man run the entire length of the football field with his football.
Minus 1 yard.
Well, it might as well.
But what you just said sums up the entire Chargers organization. And I'm taking it back to San Diego.
Absolutely. Even back to LA.
LA. And then,
I will say this, though. The Chargers, listen, they led the game. 3 quarters of the game, they led them. In the fourth quarter, they led most of the fourth quarter as well. They ended up losing by that field goal. If we're going to talk about moving the ball, they distributed it well. I mean, you got 4 different people running the ball. He had absolutely one brilliant game in the air. Williams with one brilliant one-handed catch.
Yep. Nice touchdown.
Yeah. Palmer getting it done.
Yep.
Coming up. A young receiver. I mean, distribution of the ball was great. Defense, honestly, was great through the first 3 quarters. I think towards the end there, they were on the field too much. I mean, penalties did kill defensively. There was a couple of, we'll say, no-nonsense or, bonehead plays on the offense that maybe would have cost him. When his ribs were hurting, instead of, throwing the ball, he absolutely threw it away. He didn't want no part of being hit with the ground, hit by a person. Herbie was all over the place towards the end of the game. Which brings me back to that one play. Even if they would have gotten 3, that would have changed
the entire
game. Absolutely. So it is what it is.
I will say this. The Chargers would win the Super Bowl. Every single year, Justin Herbert. No. Every single year, Justin Herbert's the quarterback. If every single play is a 4th down play.
Right.
Justin Herbert comes alive on 4th down plays.
He's batting 1,000 on them 4th down plays.
But it's just not like that. Justin Herbert does play very well on 4th down plays. It's just a shame that the whole team doesn't do that from down 1 to 3.
No, I agree.
And you see that game in, game out. The Chargers, I'm not shitting on the Chargers. I still expect them to be very high in the rankings, even a playoff push. I just don't see them beating the Chiefs. I see the Chiefs going 3-0 this year against the Chargers. and that's including a playoff win against the
You
Chargers.
think that's what's going to happen?
No, the FBI called me and told me, "Hey, this was going to happen."
Okay, all right. Speaking of which, what's going to happen?
Oh,
Why don't we just go down to it? Picks for Sunday.
unofficial, official picks for Sunday football. Go ahead. We'll go game, and I'll match you. We'll go 1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
All right, so here we go. Right now, I don't understand how, but Cleveland is favored by 6.5 at home against the Jets. I see that as more as a toss-up, but I'm taking Cleveland.
I'm taking Cleveland as well. Joe Flacco is still the quarterback, and Joe Flacco is not elite. Was elite for one playoff run, got his contract, and dipped out.
I wouldn't say that he wasn't elite. I would say that he didn't know how to finish.
But he did.
The ones.
He got one kid.
Wow.
One Super Bowl. Well, kind of. I mean, Joe Flacco was that guy for one postseason run. I see Jacoby Brissett beating him out. And, the Browns are better than the Jets. I think it becomes more than a quarterback matchup. I think it's a defensive matchup. I think it's a running offense versus lack of everything.
I'm still taking Cleveland as a better football team, for
Right.
sure. Speaking of football teams,
Okay.
the Washington Commanders.
Commies.
Yeah. straight up.
Washington Commies.
They're going to Detroit this weekend. Why don't you walk me through that? Right now, as it sits, Detroit's favored by 1.5. Do you take that cover?
Detroit is at home. Usually a
they
home
covering?
team
Are they
gets
covering?
a 3-point favorite. I see Detroit winning that game.
They're covering?
They're covering. They're going to win by a field goal.
I'm going to go with the opposite. Washington will cover.
Ooh. Okay, so you got Washington losing by less than one? Or by one?
Washington will win.
Oh, okay. You got Washington heads up over the Lions.
They're
Okay.
going to cover.
Okay. All right. Take me to Nolans.
Nolans, where Tom Brady will come into town to the Big Easy, because it will be pretty big and easy for him,
Easy.
where he is favored by 2.5.
He is.
I'm going to take that to the bank. Not as my lock,
But as an easy walk.
but as an easy walk. That's right.
I got
Taking
this
Tampa.
Same thing. I got Tampa. I got Cleveland. So I got Cleveland,
Detroit,
Lions,
in Tampa.
and Tampa.
And I've got Cleveland, Washington, and Tampa. But let's go to the city that never sleeps with a quarterback that has been restless. New area.
I don't think so. I think he's walking door to door, spreading
Okay.
the gospel.
Carolina coming into the G-Men. What's happening?
Danny Dimes
Ooh,
is going
Danny Dimes.
to drop the dime.
Okay.
He's going to drop the ball. I got Panthers in this game. What do you got?
I'm taking the Panthers. And it's
Okay.
not because of Danny Dimes, but I'm taking the Panthers.
And it's not because of Baker. God bless you.
No, thank you.
So, I see. Oh, not one but two sneezes.
Absolutely. But I'm still taking the G-Men.
Yep. Giants are favored by 2. I think they're running off fumes right now. Their first game was very emotional. It was a huge win.
Taking a lot.
And I think first-year coach going to drop off a bit. Panthers, I see them edging out the Giants just because I think the Giants are one of the worst-built teams as of the moment, not including Saquon. Go ahead, take me to the Steel City.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb.
Okay.
For right now, I have no idea why.
Okay.
But New England is favored by 2.5 in the city of steel. I'm going to stay on that train. I'm taking the Mac Attack.
Oh,
The Party Pack. The Heart Attack. Mac Jones. Take him. Easy peasy for me.
I got the same thing. I thought you were going to choose the Steelers. They're coming off of a huge win, emotional win, overtime win.
Losing some key players.
They're going to lose.
Yeah, agreed.
Najee, you're coming back off of a hurt foot. Your foot already had the Liz Frank injury. I just don't see you guys winning this one.
Amen.
I got the Pats winning that one. I don't see Mac having the greatest games, but I see him dueling out big bleep Mitch Trubisky.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a very defensive game. I just see the Patriots stealing a touchdown, maybe out coaching, maybe.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I got the Pats winning. Now I'm gonna take you to Florida.
Let me have it. Let me have it. What's going down?
You know what's going down? The Jags.
T-Law.
T-Law is going down. Indy is so pissed they tied. They're not going to have that again. Matt Ryan is not going to let that happen again. He's going off on the Jags. Colts are winning this game, and they're covering.
I agree. I agree completely. I think it's going to be extremely hard for me this year to pick the Jags in virtually any game.
Agreed.
They'll get there one day.
Yep.
But it won't be Sunday.
Not this day.
But going to Maryland.
Oh, that's a long flight. You
In
prepared?
Baltimore. What's going down?
Tua's going to have himself a game, but not enough to beat out the Ravens. We're
Okay.
both going Baltimore in this one. I think Tua has a good game, but not a great game. Prove me wrong, Tua. Prove me wrong.
I'll say this. This is my long shot lock of the week. Bet the money line in favor of Miami, folks. It's happening. It's happening. Miami's going to take it to them.
Ooh, to them.
I'm taking Miami for my long shot lock of the week.
I like that a lot. I think Baltimore is going to win. I don't think they're going to cover.
Okay.
I agree with you. Injury report may come out and say that I picked Miami over Ravens. Let it come. But I like the Tua time. You're sticking with the Tua time. You like me to win this, I see. But I'm going to take you to LA.
Okay.
Where LA is going to, and I mean absolutely obliterate
all day.
the
It's
Falcons.
going to be easy peasy.
The Rams are destroying Mariota.
Yeah.
It's not even going to be fun. This is a game where you
They're
click
favored by
in.
10.
You
They're
click
favored by
in
10.
and you see, oh, I wonder if Matt Stafford's going to bounce back. You see it. Oh, Matt Stafford bounced back.
I like the Rams.
Easy game. Rams
Rams.
winning this one
I like the
all
Rams.
day. But
Let's stay in Cali.
you're going to take us down the coast.
Yeah. let's
The
stay
Bay
in Cali.
Area.
Let's go up north a little bit. The Seattle Seahawks coming off of a emotional win.
Huge win.
Emotional win.
Hey, let's wide left.
It's huge.
Huge.
It's huge. They're coming into town
Okay.
to old San Francisco.
An MVP, Geno Smith,
Right.
is walking in.
With a palm full.
A handful. Half two. Give him two.
Where the
Give him a wheelbarrow.
The Niners are favored by 9. At home, who do you take?
All right, listen up, America. MVP Geno's coming to town. And MVP Geno is going to look terrible
Yep.
because the Niners are going to they're going to win. They're not going to cover.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to cover.
So if you want a safe bet, pick the Niners.
At
This
4.5.
division game. If this drops below 9, stay weary. But if it stays 9, pick the Seahawks. The Seahawks are not going to lose by a 2-possession game to Trey Lance and them boys. But
I say 4.5 is a safe pick.
that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be a close game. Let's not forget this is a divisional matchup. And for whatever reason, Vegas wants to put all their money on the Niners. I don't see it. I don't even see the Niners putting up more than 20-some points.
Agreed.
I think they're going to be in that 21, 24 range, if that. And then, since it's you,
Pretty sensitive.
take it to Dallas, man. The heart of America.
So Cincy is favored by 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Cincy. I'm gonna take Cincy at 3.5. I don't like the money line. I'm gonna take them at 3.5.
Oh.
And that's strictly based off of their last performance and Dallas defensively having a good week last week. Offensively not being able to do anything. Dak being down. I'm taking Cincy 3.5.
I'm taking Cincy. It hurts.
I bet.
It does hurt. But the money line stays.
Yeah.
I think Cincy beats out the Cowboys by a lot. Joe Burrow's mad. He's coming out with firing power. Even though, hey, off season, don't like firepower. It's on you, Joe. I see Joe Burrow having a huge game. Not necessarily toward Trayvon Diggs. Let's go ahead and end that discussion. It's not going to be on Diggs. If it's on Diggs, I am sorry.
Right.
It's going to be on everybody else. The Cowboys, their starting safety out. Trayvon Diggs healthy, but going to be moving the field. He's not going to be on everybody. I think Joe Burrow is going to have a good day. Cooper Rush is not going to have the best day. I see the Bengals winning and covering. It hurts, but go ahead.
You see them covering.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I don't see them covering.
No, I think they're winning by 10.
They're still getting it together.
No, they're winning by 10. This is a revenge game for 2 players on the Bengals. Chidobe Awuzie, cornerback, going to look for a huge game against the backup, and the offensive tackle. Can't remember your name at the moment. That's probably a good thing for offensive tackles. You're going to look to block Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence. It's going to be a good game for the Bengals. Bad game for me. Take me to Denver. The Mile High.
The Mile High coverage. I'm taking them. I'm taking them
by 10.
Yeah, fully. They're going to cover at home. I like it. I like the Broncos coming off of a huge loss. And I say huge, not because of the score,
but because of Russ.
Because of Russ, a lot of controversy, a lot of shit talk. I'm gonna take Russ and the boys to go ahead and cover at home.
I agree. I see Russ coming off of an emotional game for him. He was booed virtually at home.
Right.
That's where he started. He was a late round or mid round, 3rd round draft pick in Seattle. I know it hurt him to be booed. It hurt the Seahawks for their quarterback to be booed. DK was not news story. DK was not signing autographs for people with anti-Russell Wilson signs. And I think that shows a lot. It's not right. That's all it is. You had a great quarterback for a lot of years. And you go ahead and boo him. That's a travesty. Let's not lie. Russ is going to have a good game. He's going to go off against the Texans. Davis Mills is going to have a decent game, but not necessarily cover the spread. I see Broncos winning this one by 14, maybe even more. I think Russ is really going to come out. Their coach is...
He's got something to prove.
Their coach is now regretting the kick.
Yeah, he should have went for it. For sure.
Should have went for it. He's gonna let Russ have full control.
But that's not on McManus, right? No. I wanna come out all these Broncos fans. Oh, it's a fucking kicker. No,
McManus had the leg.
Yeah, he just was off. And to be fair, he had to kick it twice, even though he missed it the first time. Right, having to kick it twice, and on top, we're talking record lengths
and record volume.
Yeah, no, straight up. Nothing. No. McManus, he did fine. Shit happens.
It's the longest kick tied.
It's not like he had a 34-yarder.
No,
missed a wide left like Nate Kading, right?
Bengals too.
Right, them too.
Steelers
the
too.
Steelers another one.
Everybody.
The double doink.
Oh, you're bringing it back. You're bringing it back.
So I'm just saying. I hate that people have put it on McManus. I think that's bullshit.
No, McManus went out there to do his job, and he kicked it hard enough, just wasn't quite there.
Right.
So go ahead and take me to the city of sin. The only place that makes sense for the Raiders to live.
Well, here's where it is, folks. We're in the sinful city
of the
And
sinfulest
I'm
franchise.
taking the criminals.
Ooh.
Vegas will cover at home by 5.5. Go ahead and take them, especially over the Cardinals. Oh, by the way, which I might add, I forgot to say this for the Chargers and Chiefs game. I did talk a lot of shit about the Chiefs. They aren't as bad as I thought. I'll admit I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
I do not
right.
think that they are as good as people are trying to give them credit for, just because of the ass whooping they gave to Arizona. Arizona is a dog shit football team. I don't see how I'm wrong there.
I wouldn't say dog shit.
I would.
I wouldn't. I think if Kyler Murray would study film.
But at the end of the day, though, the problem with Kyler isn't, I mean, that's part of it.
No, the reason he got to the NFL was purely on talent.
But here's the problem.
Not on reads, not on how
But
he
here's the
dissects a
problem, though.
defense.
Here's the
on
problem.
reads
Here's the
or
problem.
on talent.
But his decision making makes Lamar look like Dan Marino.
I would take, okay, here's a hot take. I'd take Kyler over Lamar.
No, I wouldn't.
I would.
Not any day of the week.
I would.
I would take Lamar his worst day. I would take Lamar in a cast on the sideline over before I would take Kyler.
No. I think
Hands
Kyler,
down.
I think Kyler has something to prove this year because
And he ain't
of everything.
proving shit.
He will. He
When?
will.
When?
When he covers against the
Okay,
Raiders.
you're taking the Cards.
No, you misread that. He's going to cover, but they're still going to lose.
Okay, all right. So you're taking the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders, but
Raiders.
the Raiders.
All right. Taking Oakland, if you will. If you will.
A very criminal place, but Vegas makes more
Not
sense.
much difference.
No, I think Cardinals fans, you have a lot to look for after week 7 when DeAndre Hopkins comes
And the
back.
season doesn't matter anymore for you.
No, you guys are competing for a wild card team, maybe even the division.
I don't think they'll be in the hunt.
No, they will be in the hunt. I'm calling
Even
it now.
as shitty as the NFC is, I don't think they'll be in the hunt.
I hate the Cardinals. I can't tell you how much I absolutely despise the Cardinals because I live in Arizona and all I hear about is Cardinals hype. But the Cardinals are going to be in the hunt all year long. They're going to get into the playoffs.
Sunday Night Football.
Are you throwing the challenging flag?
No.
The challenge flag? No.
Sunday Night Football.
See, the Cardinals are winning,
Sunday Night Football
just not against the Raiders.
in Lambeau.
Okay.
The Bears
Okay.
are visiting
Okay.
the North Division champs. Who
Okay.
do you got? And why did you pick the Packers?
Because I got the Bears covering.
Oh, is that your long shot of the week?
It's not my long shot. Because the Packers are ass.
The Packers are favored by 10.
Packers are ass.
All right.
But I got the Bears covering 10. Go ahead, take that to the bank. The Bears are going to make this competitive just because the Packers made this competitive on themselves. That's why.
So okay.
I got the Packers winning,
But not by 10.
not by 10. I don't think the Packers are going to beat almost anybody by 10.
Okay. I disagree with that statement. But, however, in this point of the season, I will say not by 10. The Packers will win and cover a spread of 4.
So we both got the Bears covering.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let me adjust. Mark and I have a bet. I just want to embrace it. I want to see a little on camera cojones. If the Bears cover by 3,
No, that's not what the bet was.
but I just want to see.
No, that's not what the
So
bet was.
you don't have the balls.
That's not what the
You
bet
don't
was.
have the balls.
The bet was
If the Bears win,
I have to have Justin Fields sliding in the rain as my background on my phone.
that's right, lock screen.
But seeing how the Packers are going to win, Joseph here.
I got Jalen Hurts on the line as my lock screen.
Hold on. Let me just.
Oh, little improv. What are you doing? Are you taking a picture or are you
Yeah.
showing a screenshot?
I'm taking a picture.
Oh, you're taking a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to take a
Showing
picture.
ya. I'm showing you.
Oh, okay. I got the Bears. Little side bet. I said the Bears are going to win. I'm not so much afraid of my lock screen. I think if the Bears win, it's more upside for me. By the way, little off script. We can both admit this, and
Right.
eBay has the text messages to admit this. I ordered the Jalen Hurts jersey again.
Again, and they sent.
A Mac Jones jersey. How do you confuse those two? But eBay had my back. The seller had my back.
This will have to be Joey's background. Naturally.
See, I don't even need to show them because it's that Hall of Fame worthy picture of Justin Fields sliding on that slip and slide turf that they had.
Yeah, slip sliding away is what he's doing.
eBay offered me 50% off of the Jalen Hurts jersey because of all my troubles.
Or because Jalen Hurts is terrible. We don't
Either
know
way. But I'm getting 50% off, so I'm happy about it. That's why the jersey still ain't here yet. But that's our side bet. And I'm taking the Packers to win this game. The Bears are covering.
Just not covering.
The Bears are covering. Mark doesn't have the balls to say that the Packers will cover by 3.
Monday's 2 games.
2. Double M's.
So, Tennessee's going to Buffalo.
Okay.
Buffalo's favored by 10.
Okay.
And why did you pick Buffalo to cover?
Because Buffalo is
Naturally.
winning the Super Bowl.
Naturally.
And Titans proved absolutely nothing like they usually do on the first game of the year. I still see Buffalo covering. Buffalo's going to win. Josh Allen is miles above everybody on the Titans team, including Derrick Henry. Now call me anything.
No, I'm with you because
But I think Josh Allen is
Buffalo's
better.
going to cover at home.
Yep.
Especially coming off of that big win over the Super Bowl defending champs, playing high power ball, hating how they went out. Got a lot to prove.
And they had a lot to work on.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And they kept a lot
destroyed.
together. They kept a
Yeah.
lot together to make this a realistic talk.
They destroyed the Rams and
Yeah.
still had so much to work on. Let's not forget that. They didn't come out and play flawless ball. They came out and threw a lot of, they had a lot of turnovers and they made it work.
Made it work. Now let's talk about the
And
other
you picked
second.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Let's talk about the second game of
Ooh.
Monday night. Minnesota traveling to Philly. Philly favored by 2 at home.
Okay,
Who'd you pick?
I picked the last one. I'll give you the honors. Last pick of the night.
Okay.
All right. And why did you pick the halfway flying Eagles? Because they don't have a quarterback, according to you.
I'm going to tell you right now. At home, coming off the energy,
Okay.
week 1.
Okay. Barely beating
Taking-
Detroit.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Hey.
matter who it was. It was the fashion in which they did it.
No, Detroit's like a cancer. They're going to stick in every locker room like, damn it, we didn't beat them by 15.
Philly is going to come back this week just as strong. They're going to cover over Minnesota at home. Doing it.
You're wrong. Vikings are going into CenturyLink. And they're sticking down the flag. Saying, we own the North and whoever's in the NFC East.
Mm.
The Vikings are probably... no, Connor now. The Vikings are beating every NFC East team if Dak isn't back. That's what's going to happen. Vikings are winning. Obviously, they're covering. Actually, my cover of the week, my long shot, according to Mark, let's revisit this, is the Vikings -2 in Philly. In my absolute lock. No, sorry. That is my absolute lock, okay? My long shot. The Cards are taking it to the Raiders, just not absolutely winning it.
Listen, folks.
But listen, The Cards are not losing by 5.5 points.
That's his long shot. Listen, my lock for the week is Buffalo over Tennessee by 10. They're covering. That's a lock. The long shot is Miami and Baltimore. The long shot will not be will not be Arizona over Vegas. And the lock Minnesota, that's not a lock. It's just not. It's not going to happen.
It is.
Not gonna
Vikings are winning. They're winning the North. It's
Not gonna
what's
happen.
going to happen.
Hey, RELAX.
Unless
It's just one game. It's just one game.
unless Devontae isn't there.
Hey. He lost.
Both of them did.
Hey.
Both
Yeah.
lost.
So what are we missing?
Devontae,
He lost.
he wouldn't have.
He lost.
He wouldn't have.
My main point is this, folks. At the end of the day, no, obviously it's dumb to say we could do it without him.
Would the Packers have won if Devontae was there?
No, not the way that the passes were.
Nope.
But
I
I mean-
think Devontae would win. I would pick the Packers.
But you also got to remember too, the defense spent a lot of time on the field. I mean, it goes way more into depth other than one receiver. Right?
When you lose a top
didn't-
receiver.
I'm not saying it wasn't a difference maker. I'm saying I don't know if that would have made the game. Because at the end of the day, we didn't stick to running when A.J. Dillon was dragging people for 4 to 5 yards. Right? We changed that up and we shouldn't have. There was blocking assignments that were missed. Rodgers was on the run for his life a lot of the game. At the end of the day, Alexander was not following.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
But another thing you missed, if Devontae was in that rookie wide receiver spot, first offensive play for the Packers.
Plays would have been made.
Hey,
Plays would have been
that was
made.
a touchdown. That's a tie
But
game.
does that
is
but
a tie
does that
game.
change the game?
Yes.
At that point in time, yes. But I'm talking
Yes.
about overall.
Yes.
when
Overall,
we
that
had
changes
those other
it.
assignments that weren't covered.
That changes
when
it.
we had those other
You
assignments
don't have
that
to
were covered.
depend on a rookie. You don't have to depend on an undrafted free agent to make those catches that a Devontae Adams could make. That changes a game. When you have somebody the defense is worried about, they weren't worried about them. They were dropping one safety. They were playing man. They were playing low
Once again,
zone.
Once again,
That's
these
it.
kids do have to be worked with. I'm not saying that they're perfect by any means. I'm not saying that we could have done it with anybody. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is naturally, when we're talking to other aspects of the game that still aren't being completed, it's hard to say, well, if you would have had added Devontae, well, if that's the case, then why did we not beat the Niners last postseason? It goes further than we had
The Niners, and I said this, and I said this, and I said this.
we had Devontae.
No, the Niners were the matchup nightmare of every single team in that
We
playoff.
had Devontae.
And I said it. I said against the Cowboys, and I said against the Packers that nobody wants to play the Niners.
My point stands.
The Niners were better matched up against the Cowboys and the Packers. The Rams had too many matchup nightmares. That's why the Niners were what they were in the playoffs.
Well, folks, that'll do it this week.
Go ahead and vote on that one. Because
That'll do
I
it
want to
this
throw in
week.
the challenge flag, but you can't.
That will do it this week. Follow us. We're on every platform. Subscribe on every platform.
We got Twitter now.
We have the Twitter.
Twitter.
We are tweeting.
We did. I sent one tweet.
So, thank
Many
you for
more.
talking some shit. Y'all have a good weekend. Go Pack, go.
Go Cowboys.